We are the weirdos, mister.
Hi, hello, it's me, Audra, your messiah of nonsense, and your unlicensed therapist, and lover of dead television. But today, we're going to be taking a look at Jeff Wittek's documentary, Part 1, Episode 1, Can't Kill Me. And for those of you who don't know who Jeff Wittek is, I sort of have you. So here's the thing. He was part of the David Dobrik fun vloggy crew, vlog squad of vlog squad. We're gonna say vlog squad. And you're like, do you not know who these people are? No. I don't know if you know this, but I'm a black person. Not saying black people did not watch the vlog squad, but like I didn't. And I definitely wasn't watching BroTube. So like I had no idea. Up until 2016, I was strictly using YouTube to figure out how to fix something or watch a music video or watch that one video with the dog. You?
Mishka, I love you.
Where the person's like asking him questions and it looks like the dog is responding. It's a husky.
Good girl.
Or that video where the cat goes, cat, I'm a kitty cat.
And I dance, 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 and I dance, dance, dance. Cat, I'm a kitty cat.
And I dance, 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 and I dance, dance, dance. So do with that what you will. Anyways, David Dobrik, I believe approximately between 4 and 5 years ago, did a little stunty stunt where Jeff Wittek ended up getting just wrecked. Brain damage, his eye socket got shattered, and there's some issues with his eye. I don't know all the gory details because honestly, I try to stay away from that as much as possible because it makes my booty like do that thing because your fear is in your booty. That's true. Don't look it up. So I'm here as the 5th member of the craft to walk you through this. The black lipstick seemed appropriate considering the situation. So prepare yourselves for an unnecessarily long look at Can't Kill Me by Jeff Wittek. So I had kind of started it because I was sort of curious, and it's actually not bad so far. I've only gotten 4 minutes into the 17 minutes, so we're gonna start over obviously because I'm not a jerk. And I'm actually really excited to see this because, listen, I don't know who David Dobrik is, obviously. Like, I know he's rich, I know he has a vlog squad. I know I did that video where he thinks that he's gotten away with all this scot-free by giving that bum, what is his name? I forgot, by giving his bum-ass friend a job again for the podcast. You know, Mr. Begging on TikTok.
Come on, guys.
Come on, you give me more roses.
Gotta get something bigger than that. We need a dino.
I'm sitting here. I'm old and I don't have any other skills. Which is fine. I'm also old with like not a lot of skills, so it's okay. But he gave his bum ass friend that and he was like, look, I got abs, and I guess people were okay with it. I personally thought he looked like little Hercules. Maybe I'll put the video in the, what are those things, cards? Probably not. I don't have a lot of time. I just came off a 12-hour shift yesterday. It was a little rough. I had 336 packages. So yeah, let's get into it.
Why are we still talking about this in 2025?
Because it's my life. This is.
And now we are one in everlasting peace. We hope that you choke, One of my favorite songs of all time.
It's a lifelong injury. It's something that I'll deal with for life. If I was.
Sorry, I almost like brought myself to tears because that's how much I love the song. Like I only sing the song when I hate like someone a lot, and I'm like wanting them to get their comeuppance. So,
Dead, all your problems will be solved. I lost control of myself. I just needed to numb myself somehow. My depression has gotten drastically worse, and this has been 5 years. I have fucking brain damage. I don't know what I remember and what I forget. I want to be just my old self, and I don't know what it's going to take to get back to that, and I don't know how I could put in your guys' heads what I'm experiencing, taking back my life. Fuck everybody else.
If I would have died that day, his life would have been a lot easier.
that actually breaks my heart. Like, that's what, like, why I thought I would want to watch it with y'all, because that statement If I'd have died that day, it would have made his life a lot easier. Just like, and I understand multiple things can be true at one time. One of the things that can be true is that Jeff Wittek was a bystander while David Dobrik conducted dumb shit and harmed people in various different ways, financially, emotionally, etc. But you can still be harmed by that person and be upset. I've said the same thing with Tana. I also think that we should have a little bit of sympathy in regard to we all have to work for somebody. And essentially, like the Vlog Squad were like employees of David's. So it does add an element that I think a lot of us forget in these YouTube streets. When somebody you're dependent on this other person for a check, it is not as easy to have your morals as you'd like to think that it is. I think a lot of people really want to have this idea like, oh, I would never let my morals, and just to dip into my little political baggie right quick, surprise bitch. So the thing is, this is why capitalism is bad. If anybody takes one thing about why capitalism is so harmful, it is because it forces you to be cruel. Because like, if you're rich, you see down here like what we're dealing with and the absolute abject fear of becoming that, you will do anything to not have that happen. If you're regular broke like a lot of us, or exceedingly poor like a lot of people, every rung you climb up the ladder, like you cannot stomach the idea of falling down. So you end up having to build a wall, which can make you so cruel, which can make you say things like, there's a lot of homeless people around here. It's gross. It's ruining my neighborhood. Like some people just have like no morals, but like that's why. Because it does force you into a lot of positions that you have to actively fight against. You have to actively fight against that cruelty. So I do think that I do hold some space for people who were in these positions because their financial livelihood was in play with a lot of this. I'm not saying Jeff Wittek is a good guy. I'm just saying I hold some space for the fact that his financial life was in the hands of David Dobrik. So there was probably a lot of things that even if he didn't agree with it, he went along with because his check was tied to it. So, you know, just food for thought. I think way too many people are letting David Dobrik get away with this. And I feel like it's really important for people to see exactly what he went through because people just like have made fun of him. Being like, oh, is he still complaining about that? You're about to see why he's complaining. Complaining in quotes.
Because I'm not giving up.
When was the accident?
June 26, 2020.
5 years almost.
So David's in the excavator just swinging Jeff around. He stops abruptly and Jeff slams into the excavator with a pretty big force.
So the guy has a...
That's the first time I've ever seen it. Oh my God. I've never actually seen it. I just heard about it. And because I didn't know who these people were, I didn't look into it. Oh, wow. That was bad. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, Jeff, I see it.
fractured face, torn ligaments in his legs, shattered his skull in 9 places, and he nearly lost an eye.
Is he still crying about that, dude? Why is that guy still fucking...
Oh, look, it's Mr. I Can't Make People Laugh. Of course, Andrew Schultz would be here being a dick. He's like so unfunny. He has a special on Netflix, and I just feel like maybe we should see how unfunny it is. Let me know in the comments if you want that. He'll probably copyright strike me because he's not funny. He's been told that to his face too.
crying about that? It's like, get over it.
I feel so bad for Jeff Wittek though, genuinely. Like his life is basically ruined.
So why are we still talking about this in 2025?
Because I just had surgery again, and as time goes on, it seems to affect me more, and I want to be just my old self. And I don't know what it's going to take to get back to that, and I don't know how I could put in your guys' heads what I'm experiencing every day. It's something that I'll deal with for life.
So Jeff, hi, hello, how are you? It's me. Audra, you're unlicensed therapist, and I know that this might be unconventional, but the thing is, unfortunately, you will never get to be back the way that you were. And the more that you accept that, the easier that life will get. But that doesn't mean you can't be someone new with the disabilities that you have incurred. Someone better, with better morals, maybe. Okay? You can, shake up your life a little bit, do some better things, and have more empathy. I think the Jeff we have now is much better because he's able to like stand on his own 2 feet. I'm not going to say like I don't want to be one of those people that hardship changes you in ways. It does, right? But I also think that it forces you to look at your life in ways that you probably wouldn't normally have to look at them. And that is good. He is older and I feel like he acts like an adult instead of whatever the hell David's doing right now, which is just still catering to 12-year-old boys, which is wild. How are you an adult making kids content? I'm talking to you too, Mr. Beast.
Good, how you doing? Good. I'm Jeff. I'm here for the 12 o'clock. Are those breast implants?
Yes.
Can I hold one?
Of course.
Whoa, no way. So we're gonna be we're redoing.
Just a quick note, nobody judge him for that because I promise you, like all of us, if you were in there and you could like hold a breast implant, you would hold it. Don't front. Don't pretend. Cause I would literally be like, totally. I would do the same thing. I'd be like, let me squeeze that.
Doing a documentary on what is going on with me, where I'm at now. It's been 4 years of me trying to get this eye fixed, and it just keeps on sinking back in. My vision keeps on failing. It's getting doubled to the point where I'm looking at my phone with one eye, watching TV at night, and I'm realizing that I'm starting to close one eye. And then I'm scared that this eye is just gonna become useless, and my brain is not gonna be using it. And then if my brain's not using it, it's just gonna stop working.
That doctor's hot. I don't know what that man's name is. Sorry, you married? Hello. My name is Audra, and it's the week after my period. It's demon time, baby.
Working. Don't snip that optic nerve, Doc.
No, I won't do that. So yeah, it's true though, everything back there gets a little bit tight over time, and that's part of the reason why I think it's harder to get it out, especially over time. But we can get it up further. We can definitely make a difference.
Are you faithful that you can move this eyeball forward to the spot that...
I'm confident I can get it forward some. It's hard.
Please tell me that y'all see the Zaddy energy. Like, hello? I bet he makes you count it out.
I don't know exactly how much. I would say if you're willing to give it one more try, this will be the last time. I'll do everything I know how to do to get everything forward.
Yeah.
And then wherever it is where it is. And if you are okay with that and it's close enough, great.
What are you gonna take, like a power drill and just go right and just clear it out? Is that basically what you do?
Pretty much. You make a window. I mean, if it's a small little piece, I maybe I'll just snap it off.
I trust you. I feel like
he definitely does make you count it out. And he also makes you tell him who's up. It is. I'm so sorry. Listen, I'm feral. I told you it's demon time. I'm really happy that that Jeff is getting this consultation from Dr. Dirty.
I feel like you got this one. I just can't keep having these interruptions in my career, and there's just so many things going on, and things that I want to do and things that I have canceled on because of surgeries throughout the past 4 years that I'm just sick of missing out. And I just feel like I'm losing so much opportunity, but also I feel so great after I get the surgery done, and it makes me feel more myself again. Yeah. I know I'm never going to get back to the old me, but as long as we could get close to where, like, you know.
I feel like all he's wanted this entire time, like anytime he's talked about it, is one, for David to really acknowledge the harm that he's done. And I just don't feel like David has done that in any way, shape, or form that is adequate and makes up for like what happened. Like he's just run from this, like Scooby-Doo'd his way away from this. This was somebody that you spent all this time with. And I just can't imagine having such a zero center of gravity of morality that you just couldn't be bothered to help someone who is your friend who you harmed. Like, yes, did he agree to do this? Yes. But when it went wrong, you couldn't at all. You couldn't just be like, listen, bro, I'm so sorry that this happened to you. You couldn't make sure that like every single thing that he needed was taken care of financially. Like you have so much money. Like, it's ridiculous. And you couldn't help him. Instead, you just went and got your little Hercules abs and like, that's it. That's really fucked up. Like, I just
Stop it.
yeah, I know he was paying his bills for a little bit. That's not enough. If I had that kind of money, lifetime, it would just be a lifetime of me trying to like make up for me having asked you to do something that put you in this stage. And I'm glad that Jeff also acknowledged that like he's never going to be exactly where he was and who he was back then. But all he's really wanting is to be able to piece himself and his life back together to where he can at least continue forward. And it feels like a big part of that, and obviously we still have 13 minutes left of this, but it does feel like a large part of that is you acknowledging and apologizing and letting him know, like, I never meant for this to happen to you. I feel like he just got iced out and like that was it. Sorry you were hurt. Bye.
I could always throw on some sunglasses and just be like, whatever, fuck it, you know? Yeah, it'd be nice to just be able to be confident in my own skin.
I'll definitely get you closer.
All right, I'll see you the 21st.
All right, sounds good.
So we
Dude.
got you down for the 21st.
All right,
at
Dr. Dirty.
11:30.
2 weeks.
Yeah. So your hardest part is you're gonna be checking in at like
Ooh, this nurse is giving. Listen, I'm sorry, but she's giving like that hot older lady, like hot lady Dom. I can't, like, the hair is all like, whew. If you want it, she's got it. Just pay for it.
11. Surgery actually starts at 12.
Cool.
When you wake up in the morning.
I got no problem.
She
I
makes
got
you
an
call
eating
her mommy
disorder anyway, so
and lick her boots.
we'll be all right.
Okay.
But we're not here for that.
We're not here for that.
A lot of people think these surgeries are cosmetic. They're not. It's for me to see. The number one thing I want to get back to is doing my barbershop episodes. That's my brand. That's me, who I am to the core. It's what I've done since I'm...
I certainly don't think that it's cosmetic. If you can tell just by looking at him that like the eye is sinking back. And he is right to be worried about that because like the brain does a lot of wild things with eyes that people don't even really think about. Like, does anybody else ever think about blinking and how miraculous it is? The speed at which your eye like has caught something that was gonna come into it, like a bug or something like that, and your eye's just like, maybe I'm the only one. I think about it every time something flies at my eye and like I blink and catch it and I'm like, holy shit. Like that shit's amazing. A thing we don't necessarily think about is like his other eye is functioning perfectly. So wearing sunglasses may not be, or like glasses of any form may not also be like a thing he wants to do forever. That other eye may never blink. He may have to like have it closed. Because I used to say this when I did makeup videos. I would tell people this all the time. Like, don't worry if your wings are crooked. Like if you make these wings, your eyeliner wings, if they're crooked, don't worry if everything's perfectly symmetrical on both sides, like et cetera, because when people look at you, their brain is going to automatically make it all the same. That's how your brain works. That's one of the magical things about your brain. It's why when you do those puzzles where they put a bunch of shit like Where's Waldo, that's the point. It's like working the muscle that would force you to actually have to look and see the differences. Because if you look at the puzzle and don't really focus and just kind of unfocus, it's everything is Waldo and everything's also not Waldo. And not everybody can do those. Like, so that's the thing. Yeah, making your other eye work overtime is bad for that eye too. Yes. So it's not just like the eye that's sinking and all of that. His other working eye, I don't want to be insensitive. I don't know how I'm supposed to say it. But his other working eye that wasn't damaged is probably picking up slack for the other eye that is sinking and struggling. And like, he has things to do. He is a YouTube personality. And I keep saying, this is a job. And like, it's not my job. But there are people who like, this is their full-time job. And every time people just consistently throw out like, they could just get a job, do it, like get a real job. Like this, first of all, is a real job. As I've said multiple times, it pays real money. But the other thing is, even if you had a degree and anything else, you could have a business degree, a marketing degree, like whatever it is. First of all, we're never in the job market. You fell into YouTube and did well, or you were in the job market and then you started doing YouTube. They're going to treat you the same way that they treat stay-at-home moms who decide to go back into the workforce. They stayed home for 7 years. Guess what? They don't care. They're not going to hire you. It's rough. This is one of the reasons why, you know, I'm a huge advocate for like, yes, do your stay-at-home mom thing, baby. Like if you have the ability to do it, please do. However, keep up your certifications, keep up your learning, keep up your education, take little, if you can do them at home, little at home projects and things like that. So you can keep your skills sharp. So if you decide to go back into the job market, or that garbage man decides that he doesn't want to be with you anymore after you've slaved and worked and done everything that he's ever asked of you, but now he's trying to trade you in for a newer, younger model, and he's going to leave you and the kids alone. This is not personal. I've just seen it too many times. You have something to fall back on.
15, and if I can't see, I can't cut hair, and I could fake that I could see, and I could get by with, like, you know, doing stupid little asshole episodes where, like, it doesn't really matter if I screw up a little bit, I could fix it. But I don't want to cut hair and bring
I
show
didn't know
back
that this is what he
until
did.
I'm able to see at least 99%. Lately it's been bad. It's just been.
Wait, do I need to look into what he does? Because that's kind of cool. If he's just like cutting hair, is he like, somebody let me know if it sucks. But that's kind of cool. Like, he does that? He has a skill. This is really important. I don't mean that to be like, listen, I'm surprised. It's really important that he gets his fucking eyesight back. Like, that's his job. Oh my God. Listen, I'm learning. I love it when I do these because I start finding out information. I'm like, yay.
Been nowhere close, so it's held me back from going on with my life, my brand, everything, Jeff's Barbershop. That's why this main channel's become a surgery vlog channel. You know, it's not what I wanted to do, but I'm working with what I got.
I'm spending money on longevity.
I have a question. Is he from up north, like Wisconsin type shit? Because his accent is interesting to me. New York is where he was born. That's northish. He had a particularly like high up there, close to Canada.
Look at the fucking stuff on the wall. Longevity, health, bio stuff. But all these things that I totaled up with, like, all the med stems.
Nikki, I'm glad. Listen, I'm always glad when someone in the chat knows more stuff about these people, because, like, I don't do all that. If I really want to do research, I'm going to pay for the research. But I just wanted to watch this documentary because I don't like David Dobrik as the person that he portrays himself online. I can't say that I don't like him personally because I don't fucking know that guy, but I don't want to know him.
Cells, everything I do comes out to about $250K a year. You ever have a seizure? Good for you. This is how I'm gonna be in surgery. Fucking. And just blood squirts everywhere. I'm fat as fuck right now. Yeah, can you tell?
You need to be like this for your surgery, bro.
I pop out.
Is it 12? Yeah, it is 12 hours, huh? I want to get one.
I don't like having surgery. I've had surgery twice in my life at this point. One, I went fully under. The other, I had straight local. Like when I was 16, I had lumps removed from my breasts. And apparently I told them jokes, I did cheers, and I sang them songs. You know what? I feel like those doctors probably still talk about me to this day.
One last workout in. I want to get up to the top of Runyon because I'm not going to be able to do that for about a month. And that's the one thing that keeps me sane. And I'm feeling a little anxious, and I'm trying not to take the Klonopin that they gave me to just actually be alive and feel like everything, all the emotions and the...
Just a quick note for people who don't know what Klonopin is. First of all, it is an anxiety medication along the lines of Xanax, but far more habit forming. And also, if you try to get off of it by yourself, it's a bad idea. Don't do that. Don't be me. I made a mistake. That was rough. It was one of the worst times in my life. The only reason I did that was because I'm an American and your insurance is tied to your job, and I had been career moving around. I've had multiple careers. I've been a leasing agent, okay? I have worked in parts at dealerships. I've also been like the supervisor manager in parts. I've been a supervisor in logistics. I've worked in warehouses. I've had a lot of different careers, okay? So the thing is, like, the thing that differentiates Klonopin from Xanax is that Klonopin prevents literally any of your panic attacks from even happening. At least it did for me. Like, you don't even experience that a panic attack is coming. Xanax is more like you might feel like a panic attack is coming, and so you take the Xanax in hopes that, like, it'll calm it down. Sometimes it's already too late. But Klonopin does, like, you're mad even, which is good because you don't have anxiety. But the thing is, like, you're super even, which I can never decide if it was good or not, because I don't feel like I was ever like my full self when I was on that. Just throwing that out there. Random medical knowledge. I am also your unlicensed pharmacist.
And the scary part is that I don't want to try again. unless something goes wrong, which, you know, knock on wood. Tony, what the fuck are you doing?
Stevie Nicks.
You had an epiphany or something? Finally started working out, taking your life serious? Good to see you. How'd everything go with your girl? I heard you had a bad breakup.
Yeah, horrible.
See, it's nice out here, you know? You see people, get the heart rate up a little bit. Oh, look, a rabbit. That's a sign. Hey, buddy. Hey, I feel heavy right now. It's the heaviest I've been.
Listen, I don't know what you think the sign is of the rabbit. No hate, Jeff. I just want you to know. I don't know what the sign is. I know the sign for hawks, okay? Also, if I see a cardinal, I know what that sign is. So I want to know what you think it is. I'm just curious. If you should happen to fall upon this video, I want to know what you think the sign is for rabbits. I'm not being mean. I seriously just want to know.
In 10 years. All right, this is the spot where we gotta race to the top. This is my backyard, son.
No, could not be me.
A hawk.
Big ups to him. I run nowhere
You know
unless I'm
what
being
hawks feed
chased.
on? They prey on the dead. They know something's up in my eye. Imagine a hawk came down and plucked my eye out right now.
That is not what that means. That is a good symbol. That is a good symbol for you. And hawks aren't vultures. Yeah, if you see me running, you better run too, because I got a bum knee. And listen, I'm not going to make it very fast. So you can run past me and you'll survive while I get eaten by the zombies, you know?
Save us tomorrow. You'd have the day off.
Diesel, yeah, he was like, hawks eat the dead. I'm like, vultures. Hawks eat live shit. And if you've never had the pleasure of seeing a hawk swoop up its prey in person, it is wild, bro. Wild. Places that have a large hawk population, like lots of places in Texas and in LA, when people laugh at people who like walk their dogs in a pram, they have to. They're doing it to protect their small dog. Like they have a little chihuahua, little poodles, like little dogs, terriers. Like they need the dog to be able to like walk and come outside, but it's in the pram very specifically to keep hawks from snatching them up. Like yes, they can put it on leash, but they don't want the dog to be, because it's like the talons like sink in while they're grabbing you. Listen, I'm so sorry. I'm kind of a nerd, but they like sink into the prey while it's it's like you a dead creature while they're like flying to take you to eat you. They're not eating you fully alive, but you're not. I'm so sorry.
I realized because I wear this Garmin watch all the time, I wear it to sleep, I monitor my heart rate, my stress, like all your anxiety, everything that goes on. And ever since the day I was told I had to have another surgery, I would realize that my heart rate would spike at night when I'm trying to go to sleep, and that was panic attacks. But I didn't know what a panic attack was. I thought it was just something girls made up when they were like complaining about something. But I started getting them in.
I'm so sorry. The way he was like, I thought it was something girls made up when they were complaining about something. I'm not saying that the accident itself was karma. Do not get me wrong. I'm saying the panic attacks before bed might be the karma. You thought women were just tripping, and now you like are having a panic attack. Panic attacks are no joke. I have started having them on stream before on more than one occasion, and they come from nowhere. Like sometimes you don't even know. So like I have to end stream. Some of them are like just food induced, like because I have all these issues with eating and like with my body being like, we're hungry, we're not hungry. I can't really eat well for a few days, and then I'm starving, so I eat a bunch of food, and then it's too much. My body flips out, and then I'm like having a panic attack. Regular panic attacks. Panic attacks are real. They are uncontrollable. A large portion of them are not even controllable. Like you don't even know what caused them, because like you will stay away from all the things that could potentially trigger panic, and then they just still come anyway. Like your body just like wigs out. So I just think that part is the karma, not the accident itself. I repeat, the accident is not the karma. The panic attacks are. Thank you. Don't piss me off.
And I kind of did relapse, to be honest. I struggled with prescription drugs.
Oh. That's like a real addict way of having it out. I don't take it like that. I take like as needed. They're prescribed to me. With every surgery, you have recovery. They'll give you painkillers, and you need to take them because it's excruciating pain in your eye. This kind of cures the pain, not only physical pain, but it just kind of makes you feel numb inside. So, of course, you're bound to get carried away after one surgery. Now imagine 12.
weed gave me more anxiety, made me think worse, so I just started taking a lot of Xanax and just trying to sleep as much as possible until the surgery date came. And that made me worse, you know, because it fucked up my relationship with my employees, you know, my family, my friends. Stopped being around as much just because I just wanted to be by myself and just, you know, not think about anything else. Wanted to turn my brain off. It's every day, it's all day.
That breaks my heart. That actually does break my heart. Cause like that, especially American Pharma, it's so rough because they get you hooked on these pills. And I'm not like anti, but what happens is like, I'm one of those lucky people, most of the pain medication that they prescribe, I am medication intolerant. So like, it usually just makes me feel kind of like not great and I can't sleep. So I just don't take them. When I had my motorcycle accident, punctured lung, hole in my knee, down to the bone, I did not take any pain meds. It was very awful, but I can't because it doesn't react with my system well. I just end up just sitting awake being like, so I don't feel better. PSA, if you have road rash, like just whore bath it. Don't let the water just smash it like I did. I screamed.
Whenever my eyes are open, you know, the only time I'm not thinking about it is when I'm sleeping because you're just dreaming, you know? Like I can watch TV at night and my vision's double and I'm like pissed off, you know?
I'm sure it kills them. You know, once you get into an accident, nothing's ever the same. Nothing. Especially when like the human body is altered. And I'm sure like it takes a lot of psychological toll where the first thing when you wake up, you go to brush your teeth in the morning and you look at your face. And the damage that's been done is it can't be changed. It's one of these things that is a lifetime effect, you know? But it's not really noticeable to us. Only Jeff can notice that, so I think we fucked with him.
Like if I didn't have that, I would have let this shit go a long time ago. Everything I look at is double vision, so I'm constantly pissed off. And of course.
And I don't think it's just like that everything is the double vision. It's what his friend was saying as well. I don't know who that man is. Because without his vision, the idea of having to do that is like really scary. I think he could. I'm sure he could. The idea of having to do that though is terrifying. And I think that on top of that, he's having to see a different person than he sees in photos from 5 years ago. Like he doesn't look like the guy he used to look like. He's literally been trying to get this taken care of and handled and just have David acknowledge like really what he did so that he can like move forward, get the help and like get this fixed so he can continue with his brand and continue with his career and his job. Because I don't even think he gives a fuck about being in the vlog squad anymore. He's just like, say it. Like just say it and apologize and like handle this like a fucking grown ass man.
Of course that goes to one guy. I wasn't like suicidal. I love life. I'm very fortunate. Even with my smashed face, I still get acting jobs, you know? WME booked me a tour, so I'm still accomplishing a lot of shit, but my social life is zero. I'm far from home. I don't live with anybody. I don't have anyone to really care for. Like I had Nerf, but he passed away, RIP. But it is what it is. I got a lot to look forward to after this surgery's done. I want to get back in tip-top shape. I got a goal list set. I'm opening up a barbershop next month. Just this next day is going to be the deciding factor. But luckily you guys are in there, so if he does anything sketchy or snips the wrong wire in there.
And the thing to remember too is like, which sounds shitty, but if you look at photos before this and after this, any restructuring that's done on one side, they have to like line it up on the other side. This is a lot of money that he has to keep putting into it to look less and less like himself. Does that make sense? Like, so it's not just the vision and all of that, it's also doing things like symmetrically. Like if you've ever seen anybody who's experienced something like this besides him, like in real life, if you like crack or break your cheekbone to a certain point, when they fix it on this side, a lot of times they're gonna go over here, especially if they add filler or something, they're gonna go over here and do the same thing so that it remains symmetrical. Because otherwise, like they fix this and then like this cheekbone might be sharper now than this one and it's noticeable, so they'll go in and like, so it's like, it's a lot. it's a lot for him to have to shoulder and to have somebody continuing. Like David Dobrik is just like gonna keep going until Jeff runs out of money. And that's really fucked up. Like this was somebody that you were friends with. Like what's wrong with you? He can't cut hair without depth perception. Show you right. Depth perception is everything.
Got it on camera. I could imagine. That's what I think about a lot. All right, let's get the fuck out of here before these negative thoughts start kicking in. There we go. Best job in the world.
What's
right
with
here.
today?
I usually do a contest, best dog of the day, but I can't do it. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Anyone to get jealous, especially these guys. You, sorry, buddy. Number 3 right there. There it is. 1, 2, 3. Best dogs of the day. Congrats.
You ready?
We've got another
Showtime.
song. It's Madonna.
Picture of bad thoughts.
We're gonna have to get that out.
This will be over soon.
Bad thoughts is wake up.
This is one of her better songs.
Closing, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? And he's like, sorry, screwed up. That would be horrible. You know you gotta be prepared to die in situations like this.
What?
Surgery?
Like all surgery. You should be prepared to die in all surgery. Just FYI. It's a dark thought, but.
Yeah.
Yourself, I'm just calling, checking your ETA for today's surgery.
We're 5 minutes away.
Okay, sounds good. I'll let you talk to
Alright, thank you. Bye. Still on drunk?
Every little thing
Yo,
that
yo.
you say and do.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel like a dog at the vet.
Sorry.
Signing in my blood. Anesthesia. This is serious paperwork. No HIV. Healthy as a horse. Just a horse.
Oh my God, that thing, that's terrible.
Talk to me, guys.
I was thinking about how many with us.
I don't know. I think 11, right?
I lost count, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, what about your 10?
Don't lose it like the other idiot did. Yeah, right here, Jeffrey. Hi.
Okay, so I'll put a little fat in there. We'll take a little from the abdomen.
I do hate that he's sometimes not nice and he's not very smart. I mean, that's okay. I still want him to get justice.
I got plenty.
Yeah. The first time we put bone paste in.
Look how fat I got for you.
Oh yeah, you'll see.
Yeah. No, seriously, that's a lot.
And Dr. Dirty, how you
It's a lot.
doing?
I agree. For the average person, most people are out there hating you, so just so you know that.
When?
I know the first time we put in bone paste, you said you got a CT and showed some of the bone paste we used leaked into your sinus. So I mean, it probably doesn't harm you, but since we're here, we'll get it out. I'm gonna make a little incision inside your mouth, like up inside there, like up in.
I'll let you make a little incision inside my mouth. I'm sorry. Please send me to hell. It's fine.
And you'll feel some stitches there with your tongue, but it'll.
Are they
heal very fast.
dissolvable?
Yeah, they'll be gone in 1 to 2 weeks.
How are you getting behind the eyeball?
It's so your face is kind of built like an apartment building. So your maxillary sinus is like an apartment, and your eyeball is the next apartment on top of it. So the floor of your orbital
Coming in through the parking garage.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
My man.
All right.
I'm in good hands. I feel safe. Pop that.
I feel super confident in this doctor, not just because he's hot, but also because like that was a really good explanation that I could follow. Cause like I don't like surgeries. The other surgery I had was like blasting my uterus. So I'm like blasting my uterus because if you've had endometriosis, they go in there and like blast all that stuff so you have like less cramps or whatever, and it's like not super painful. But they went in through my belly button, which was not great. It was easier, right? But it wasn't fantastic.
Needle in my arm. What do you feel right now? Nothing. Just nervous. Can kill me, motherfucker.
Alright, Jeff, give it to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Bring your chin up towards the ceiling just a little bit. I've got a little oxygen.
I hope they don't
before you
actually
draw
show
it
any
slowly.
cutting because I'm gonna throw up.
There we go. A little oxygen. There we go.
They're not going to. There's an uncensored cut. And you can watch it by becoming a patron or a member.
And today,
Ground control to Major Tom coming through.
be the one that's getting fixed. So sit back and relax.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom.
Don't fight it. I always win.
Once you did, I have taken me out.
Take your
Countdown.
pills and put your helmet on.
10,
Ground control to
9,
Major Tom.
8, 7.
6.
Commencing countdown.
I would just like to say whoever had for the music, like if that was Jeff doing the production, listen, if you lose some vision, your production skills seem to be good, unless that's somebody else. And whoever that person is, your production skills are good. Make money, bitch.
Song. Check ignition and may God's love be with you.
This is ground control to Major Tom.
You really made the grade.
And the papers want to know who shirt you wear. Now it's time to leave the capsule if you dare.
Jeffrey, Merry Christmas, everybody. Who's the Jeffrey Court? Jeff,
This editing is so smart.
Sister that they're in school and you're here.
I know I look grossed out, but that's because of the surgery.
The dolphins out there. You ever seen anything like that in your life? Hey Jeffrey, you did good.
I feel like that is part 1.
Day 2, since surgery, I got to peek out of the eye a little bit. This year was a roller coaster. Still following my dreams through all the trials and tribulations.
We used to be out here doing horrible things.
I'm still out here doing horrible things.
I feel like I got a lot of catching up to do. It's a huge day for all of us. I'm happy everybody's here.
Through changes. Oh my God. Oh, he's hitting all the musical points. I don't know. Let me go look who edited this shit, because it cannot be him. It can't be him. It can't be him. Oh, now it's got 439K views. So fun fact, remember when I said it takes like 3 to 5 business days? When I originally watched this, I feel like it had been out for like maybe 2 days and it only had like 70K views. Day 5, 439. I just want everybody to know I was correct. You have to know. Who edited this? Does he have that shit down here? Who edited this? Assistant, editor, and camera. Nick Williams. Producer, Kyle. Listen, I hope Kyle and Preston and Failure are getting fucking paid. Cause that was smart. I had like a little bit of an emotional reaction to that song, because that song is in like so many movies and things, and like where I'm going through changes. Such a good song. I want to see the next episode. I feel like everybody's gonna have to go on this journey with me. That was episode 1. I'm really glad I watched this, because I think it's super, super easy for everybody to just be like, he's complaining, he's whining, he's successful. Because especially if you go right now and you're like, look at his YouTube, like he's still getting views. He has like a barbershop squad, but he's like trying to explain to you the multiple different ways that his life has been negatively impacted by this situation. It's not like he stubbed his toe. Like, bro has brain damage. Like, and I don't know if y'all know this about brain damage, but like, that's not fixable. Brain damage isn't something that anybody can fix. That is quite literally something like your brain will either, or I say this all the time, like the way that your brain works is wild. The amount of shit that my brain just like put somewhere else because of trauma, and then like it randomly resurfaces, and I'm like, oh, apparently I did see Willie Nelson in concert. I still don't know the traumatic event that erased that concert from my brain, but like, I don't want to know. Thank you. I'm good. So we will definitely watch the second episode. And once again, thank you for subscribing. I still don't know what my new goal is. I appreciate it so much for you know, being here. Like, I know I get weird at the end, but it makes me like really uncomfortable to like take my flowers because of who I am as a person. But also, like, I'm so hot right now. So hot right now. If you want more of me, you can find me on not TikTok. I quit that. If you want more of me, you can actually find me on Twitch. A lot of my streams start out with my PNG character, and then I have started doing makeup, not the full beat, but just like the eye look and lip on camera. So we do that. Then we play a little gamey game. Yeah, so it's a good time. You know, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you feel like it, you can subscribe. You don't have to. Don't do anything that makes you uncomfortable. Anyways, until next time, I am so pretty and so are you.